How's it going, everybody? Fourth and final one of the new heroes, it's Tiandi's turn. His basic attacks have remained the same. He still has his omnidirectional 400 millisecond combo lights, which are a huge part of his offense, obviously. His neutral heavies are 900 and 800 respectively, whereas the combo heavies are both 700 and also deal the same damage. The zone attack's first hit is 500 and the second one not important. We're going to take a look at the soft-feint options from the zone in just a minute. The delay window is 400 milliseconds for heavy into light and 300 for light into light. Especially the light into light might take some practice getting used to if you want to hit it consistently. For his dodge attacks, he has two options. The side heavies are 1100 milliseconds. The attack always starts 200 milliseconds into the dodge. Once again, no variable timings. The side ones can both be soft and hard feinted. The timing is consistent with all other attacks, meaning 400 milliseconds before impact. If you feint into another dodge attack, you have an empty dodge of 300 milliseconds in between the two moves. Now for a hotly debated subject, his iframes on that very move. It is a huge pain in the ass to test these, but my preliminary findings are that there should be around 550 milliseconds of iframes. The reason why I can't say for sure is because of the moving hitbox of attacks. Remember how unlocked Nobushi Zone would hit incredibly quick? That was because she hit you with an earlier part of the attack. This might be a similar thing here as I'm dodging into the zone attack. I didn't have any contradicting results here and I checked plenty of hits and misses. So no, they don't seem bugged. They seem to work as intended, yet it's not as huge a window as we had before. Moving on to the dodge lights. All three sides are 500 milliseconds. All windows once again are static. The attacks start 200 milliseconds into the dodge. And then 100 milliseconds into the attack, the superior block frames start. I've mentioned this before, but if you compare this to a normal deflect, then the superior block frames start the moment the deflect frames end, which makes this move unusable on reaction to a lot of attacks. Now to his soft feint options with the kick. You can feint the second part of his zone into a kick. Once again, all windows are static. The kick always comes out 300 milliseconds into the second part of the zone, and then the move itself is 800 milliseconds. But Tiandi can further feint the kick into a dodge or dodge attack. This feint timing is different as it occurs 300 milliseconds before impact. This is a later timing than usual as it shows the kick longer. After the kick feint we have 167 milliseconds of empty dash, which then link into the dodge attack with normal timings. His palm strike is still 600 milliseconds, but what has been changed is that it can now continue its chain into the top light even on whiff. His recovery when not doing that is actually quite horrendous, especially the time until he can dodge. I have no clue why it's so bad or even if that's intended, but that's what Tiandi players have to work with now. The timing of the light is not static, it can be delayed quite a bit actually. But talking about bad recovery. His side dodge recovery is normal. His back dodge recovery, on the other hand, especially when trying to change your guard, is 300 milliseconds slower than other characters. I doubt that this is a design choice, but rather a bug that slipped through. Let's hope they fix that soon, or rather look at his recoveries in general. Some of them seem quite off. And that I think sums it up. We're done with the frame checks of all 4 new heroes now. I guess I get to actually play the game myself a little now. Until then, I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.